When you hear the name Tom Hanks, what comes to mind? Hollywood's nicest guy? America's dad? A symbol of stability, warmth, and kindness? Well, brace yourself, because the story his daughter is telling shatters that wholesome image. In a shocking revelation, Tom Hanks' own daughter opens up about a childhood filled with deprivation, emotional turbulence, and yes, even violence. How could the daughter of one of the world's most beloved actors be speaking like this? Let's dive into the truth behind the headlines, and unravel a family history that's far more complicated than it ever appeared on screen. Tom Hanks has built his career playing heroes, fathers, and all-around good guys. Whether it's Forrest Gump, Captain Miller, or Mr. Rogers, he embodies empathy. But according to new insights from his daughter, Elizabeth Hanks, life behind closed doors told a different story. While the world adored Hanks for his charm and sincerity, his daughter paints a picture of a man often emotionally unavailable, and at times, completely absent. Growing up under the shadow of a global icon wasn't the dream it seemed. Instead, Elizabeth describes a childhood marked by emotional deprivation, where affection was rare and validation even rarer. Despite the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, Elizabeth recalls growing up in what she calls an emotional desert. The deprivation she refers to wasn't financial, it was far more insidious. While red carpets and luxury surrounded her, what was missing were the basics of love, safety, and support. According to sources close to the family, Tom's early rise to fame coincided with his growing distance from his children. Projects like Philadelphia and Apollo 13 may have won him Oscars, but they also stole time away from his family, time that Elizabeth says she desperately needed. Let's not forget, Tom Hanks' personal life has had its complications. Before his marriage to Rita Wilson, Tom was married to Samantha Lewis, Elizabeth's mother. That relationship, by all accounts, was rocky. Elizabeth was just a child when her parents divorced, and she reportedly felt like collateral damage in the emotional chaos that followed. As Tom moved on to build a new life with Wilson, Elizabeth often felt sidelined. There were moments, she allegedly confided in close circles, where I felt like I didn't even exist to him. That abandonment, paired with what she describes as emotional volatility in the home, left deep scars. Now here's where things take an even darker turn. Elizabeth has hinted at moments of violence, not necessarily physical beatings, but a home filled with shouting, slamming doors, and emotional outbursts that terrified her as a child. She describes the atmosphere as tense and unpredictable, where love came with conditions and silence was often weaponized. These aren't the kind of stories fans want to associate with a man like Tom Hanks, but Elizabeth's account forces us to rethink the narrative. Can someone be a hero on screen and a stranger at home? In recent years, Elizabeth Hanks has stepped out of the shadows. A writer, editor, and actress in her own right, she's begun using her voice to process the trauma of her upbringing. Her essays and social media posts hint at years of therapy, self-discovery, and unlearning the pain passed down in silence. Though she hasn't launched any explosive tell-all interviews or books yet, her candid reflections are enough to make fans pause. It's easy to admire someone from afar, she once wrote, until you realize the cost of their success might have been your childhood. Elizabeth's story is a chilling reminder that fame doesn't guarantee a happy home. In fact, it often complicates it. The children of celebrities grow up in a paradox, surrounded by privilege but deprived of presence. And Tom Hanks, as adored as he may be, isn't immune to that pattern. Her revelations don't necessarily villainize him, but they do humanize him. Behind the Oscar-winning performances lies a man who made mistakes, and behind the camera's glow, a daughter who's finally ready to speak her truth. So, what do you think? Is Tom Hanks just another Hollywood dad who got lost in the spotlight? Or is there more to this story than we'll ever know? Let us know in the comments below, because this conversation is far from over. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next deep dive into the hidden lives behind Hollywood's golden curtain.